I know, I'm not stopping it. Hey y'all, get ready with me for an interview today, because yes, I do actually have an interview. That's why I'm wearing this shirt, although I'm actually also wearing my pajama pants, and I will be for this interview because yeah, I've already talked with them once and that was quite quick. The second time, now I'm going to talk with the lead engineer. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know if like industry is what I want to do, but with the state of the world, I'm just trying to find a job. So yeah, let's get ready, feel a little bit more confident, because also probably after this I'm going to take a headshot, because I do like this shirt. I may wear this one, or I may try to find a different shirt that I have and wear that instead. But either way, let's get to God, I'm trying to find all my stuff because I haven't unpacked yet, really and truly, from moving here, which is not probably the best thing for me to have done, but oh well, 'tis life. That's how the cookie crumbled. We are just going to get myself feeling a little bit more confident. Like I said, this is the first interview I have had. I have been applying a decent amount to other jobs overall, like just all over the country. This job would be in the Detroit area. I kind of would be curious about moving to Michigan, honestly. I have applied to a lot of places in Chicago. I mean, I've got a lot of friends who are in the Chicago area. Oh my god, also my arm. So much more tan than my face. Part of the problem is I've got like a mineral sunscreen on, which just like makes me look ghostly, but also I'm like, this is the stuff that lasts, so yeah, I'm gonna wear it. That has been so far how the jobs are going. Pittsburgh, there's not actually been a lot that has spoken to me. I have been looking at Pittsburgh because I go there like once a year, so I do enjoy the city, although I do have a friend whose ex-boyfriend lives there, and that dude, not great. Or actually, I think he lives somewhere else now, but he's from Pittsburgh. His mother, who was a monster-in-law, also lives in Pittsburgh, so yay. But yeah, so I am looking there. I'll probably try to finish all those applications today. Not all those applications, but like try to get that done, because with a lot of my applications, I've been doing like we're gonna pick up a random place out of like a list and start applying. Some places have more than others because there's a lot of places that I really want to go to that I'm like, okay, we're just gonna, like, places that I really want to live have a higher like possibility, but in some ways I'm just looking for a job. The other thing is that with a lot of the jobs, I started to realize I really just want to stay in academia. I think that seems to be something that the idea of just continuing on in research makes me so happy, that I'm just like, I don't want to have to work someplace for like a year or two and then pick up everything and move again to someplace else. That's not what I want to do. I want to have some sort of like settling down, not have to be thinking about, oh, I'm going to be moving again at some point. Like, I don't want that immediate thought looming over my head, because that's what was looming over my head the entire time I lived in Kentucky, was I'm going to be moving. So therefore, I'm not going to get a bunch of stuff, although I still got a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to put so much stock into a lot of the relationships, and not saying anything to all my friends that are in Kentucky, but like, it's this thing of like, there was no permanency in any of it. So like, I don't want to have to deal with that again. Because like, I know there's still a high likelihood that I'd move at some point, but I don't want that to be the default. I'd rather it be a little bit of, I'm already just going to be in places. Like, I can at least attempt to set roots. So yeah. Also, I have hit pan in shadow. I haven't done that in a while, but this is also like one of my favorite eyeshadows, so yeah. It's a good, easy color, very easy to wear. Great if you're doing like a one shadow look. I'm doing a little bit more than that this time around, just because I'm also recording. I still need to edit my other videos because I've been trying to keep up with my New Year's resolution, just not on a great schedule, so whoops. Because I've been getting super anxious, so that's been a problem of mine. I've been applying to normal jobs. I've gotten a couple of rejections. The ones that really hurt were the rejections from companies where I do have friends that work there, because I applied there partially because my friends work there, and I'm like, oh, we can work in the same area, we'd be near each other, this would be great. But yeah, no, they've rejected. So that's sad, but at least they also sent like, sorry, we're not moving forward. I'm like, at least I get that. Some places don't do that, and that's rough. It just kind of leaves you in limbo. So it's been that. I've been looking at different postdocs also, because there are some things in my repertoire that I want to expand on, that I think I'm missing. That would make me a great professor. The other, like, or a great researcher. The other thing would be, like, there are postdocs in Germany that sound like super cool, and so I've been looking at the Max Planck Institute, which that would be incredible to work there. It would be like massive moving, but then it'd get me into the EU, which would be lovely. So also I gotta put on my eyeliner. Okay, eyeliner on, just needed something quick to put on. Now to the foundation, which is something I gotta find a better foundation, because this one oxidizes on me really easily and just kind of gives me, I mean, it matches in some ways, but I just need something slightly better. And that's one that, like, there's so many like makeup things I need to buy, because like I just haven't used a lot of makeup in a while, so I'm right now just getting all of this on, and part of the reason I'm like, oh, I need to get better makeup and not like better matches for makeup, and there's some other makeup items that I need to pick up. Partially I'm going to be going to a wedding soon, and my graduation, the hooding and all that, so I want to be actually looking decent, you know, for my all the photos and everything and whatnot. So like I'm gonna have to go at some point to find a better shade match, because I've gotten much paler, because I've actually been remembering to put on sunscreen, and also I don't go outside that often. Although like recently I've been going out more because I've been back in California, which is part of the reason I definitely need to be actually like wearing sunscreen on my arms too, but I have just been like mostly wearing it on my face. So gotta do that. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, good. But yeah, just figure out better makeup stuff. Now I am just kind of here right now. I don't know what to expect with this interview. This is the first time I've done an interview since, God, 2018 was the last time I interviewed any place. This was for my Boeing internship in 2019. I interviewed back in December 2018, which I will apply to some Boeing places, which won't be great because like Boeing is just like not doing well. But it's a job. I don't know if it looks good or bad that I'd have some sort of brand loyalty, because then I've worked with them multiple times. Biggest problem was it wouldn't be working in Chicago. It'd be mostly working out in St. Louis area in Missouri, which I don't know anybody in Missouri, but actually my friend that I'm going to her wedding, one of her like brides people, he is living in Missouri right now in like the St. Louis area, so that would be something. But yeah, so I'm just kinda here. It's been interesting overall. The big thing was, like, for example, I've been looking at some of these postdocs being like, okay, what research would I want to be doing? Same thing with some of the professor stuff, because there's one place that I'd want to apply to be a professor, and it's not like an R1 like school, but it does have like a decent amount of, like, I can do research and I can teach, and am like, I'm not gonna say uniquely qualified, but I've like got an interesting set of skill set, like an interesting skill set that would actually work, and like knowledge base. that would make so much sense for that position. So that's why I'm like, ooh, actually, like I could definitely slot in well. So yeah, that would be something. And been looking at a lot of government jobs, but the problem is the state of the government right now. I wouldn't be able to get nearly the kind of jobs that like they like, because they just don't know. So like I have talked with a couple of people and they are interested in having me work with them, but they just don't know if they can bring me on or not. We don't know what's going on. And those positions, I wouldn't be able to start them until like the summer. So like that's when they would start, and it's a whole like waiting process to find out even if you've gotten the position. So that becomes a teensy bit of an issue for oneself. Like a big waiting game that sucks a lot. I'm also trying to find my powder. Okay, it was just hiding under something else. Wow. But yeah, so I have just felt deflated, and with some of the job stuff also, because like I said, I realized I kind of want to do research academia, but it doesn't feel like I can because of the state of the world. And I mentioned this to my siblings, and they were not being like, they were like, well, you still need to be doing this. I'm like, I know, I'm not stopping this. I just need to mourn the fact that like I can never just kind of follow what I want to do. Like I didn't, like y'all saw, I didn't plan initially to go into academia right now, like when I did, but I did, and I fell in love with it. And now that I want to continue in academia, it just doesn't seem possible, or like doesn't seem possible right now. But I'm 27, which I know is not crazy or anything, but I honestly would like to be married in like 4 or 5 years. In like 5 years time, I would want to be in a committed relationship somewhere. And it just, like, I know I'm putting the burden on like, oh well, I need to be settled somewhere, because maybe they'd be totally fine with moving or whatever, but just it is sucky. I don't want to have to deal with this. I want to be able just to kind of like be like everybody else in my friend group, not friend group, but like the rest of the people that are like in my age group. I've had multiple people I know who are like freaking married and have children, and it's not like a, oh my gosh, they just had a kid, like they're so young. And like they've been married for like 3 years to people that they met like in college. It's not like some whoops kind of situation. It's a very like serious, normal situation. So, and I'm like, I know I shouldn't be comparing myself, but I am. So yeah, I think now that I'm saying I've done all of the self-growth, because in some ways grad school does stunt your growth, but I just am like, I am so ready to just be able to settle and whatnot. Like some of the positions I was looking at, like, yeah, it's theoretically only like a 1-year contract, but once you get into that system, you are golden. It's kind of the best way to get into those like industries. But I gotta wait and see if I can even get that kind of job. So yeah, that's kind of where my life has been these past past 2 weeks really. And just trying to find all of these brushes that I have. There it is. I really need to reorganize things, but like I never have the energy to and whatnot, so not so fun. But yeah, so this is kind of how the job market's been going. So I don't think I'm going to be fully able to hit that New Year's resolution of getting a job by April 15th. However, I did that partially. I set a date on that just to be like, oh, you've got to be on top of it. You've got to be aggressive about it. And I've been aggressive. I don't know how many applications I've sent in fully, but I've sent in probably over 30 applications overall. So, and I've got more on the list that I'll be doing over the next couple of days. So it's not for a lack of trying that I wouldn't have a job by April 15th, which was my biggest reasoning for things. So yeah, that is just my one comment with all of that. I did take a few breaks because I'd gone on like I had to go on a trip to visit some family and whatnot, but besides that, I've been pretty good about applying to things and looking up research and whatnot. Yeah, I just need to do my lips. Okay, that is actually, I'm in a pretty good spot. Also, I can't find one of my go-to lipsticks. That made me sad when I couldn't find it, but I think I know what lipstick I'm gonna wear, so let me just go grab it. Okay, so I've got my lipstick. As y'all know, I wear so many of these Revlon lipsticks. But yeah, so this one, just nice little pink. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I don't know, I probably fixed my hair a little bit. It's a little bit crazy right now, but overall, I think this will look good for the interview, which will be in probably about 45 minutes. So I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!